What is up, guys? Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Valentine's Day for those that celebrate. Ooh. Got some fresh gear lined up. What is going on out there? Turn these around the right way. What's up, guys? I am Jim. I am one of the owners of Demons Behind Me, one of the founders. Coming at you guys live every Friday afternoon, morning, depending on where you're watching from. Chris is out today. Unfortunately, he got the funk that is going around. It got me last week. You can still hear it in my voice a little bit. He's got it, man. What up, Cliff? Happy Valentine's Day, brother. So you're stuck with me today, and we're coming at you guys every Friday. We're going to share a story that somebody shared with us at demonsbehindme.com under the resources, share your story tab. This is their Demons Behind Me story. Demons Behind Me means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. This is their story. And we share these stories because there's likely somebody who's going through something similar or went through something similar, and they don't know how they're going to make it through. Or maybe they haven't made it through the way that they wanted to. Hearing how somebody else made it through, that's going to bring them hope, and that's exactly what we do. Gary, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, appreciate it, bro. If you guys have comments, you guys have questions, hit it in the comment sections. I'm going to keep an eye on that as we go through everything today. We're going to share a story. I'm going to share some new product that we just launched this week. I am rocking something that we just turned on like 20 minutes ago. This is our micro perforated performance shirt, or tech shirt. These things are absolutely incredible. They're micro perforated, so you really, if you look at it, you can't see through it, but if you really get up close to it, you can see the light through it. It is a little bit translucent, and this thing is stretchy, it's light, it's breathable. It comes in black, navy, and like a gray silver color as well. We just put these shirts up at demonsbehindme.com. We're going to be pushing these. We embroider the front, we embroider the back. We do the embroidery right here in Jacksonville, right in our shop. These things just launched, like I said, 20 minutes ago. What's up, Tammy? How you doing? Happy Valentine's Day. I'm wearing this a size bigger than normal just because I want to wear it over my, red t-shirt for Valentine's Day. Got my heart hat, the day of love, day of hope, all that good stuff. If you guys are watching, where are you watching from? What are you doing for Valentine's Day? Who's rocking the heart skull? Let me know in the comments. A couple other things that we just launched. These are not going to last long. So if you like our jerseys and you like our clover, bam. So we have the black one. This one just launched this week. They're up right now at demonsbehindme.com. And then we went a little crazy, and we went with a nice, it's almost like that Boston Celtic green. This thing's sharp, man. This might become like one of my favorite shirts. I love our jerseys. If you don't have our jerseys yet, you have to get one. They're pretty much indestructible. They don't shrink. They don't wrinkle. They don't show sweat. These things are sharp. So we have 4 total jerseys right now. These ones brand new, just launched. Maybe you just want a lucky jersey. Maybe you celebrate St. Patrick's Day. If you celebrate St. Patrick's Day and it's going to be warm enough to show the guns out a little bit, show the guns off, get you one of these jerseys now, demonsbehindme.com. They are up. I think they're $44.95 a piece, which is an excellent price for a product like that. Like I said, if I'm going to the gym, to the pool, to the beach, like these jerseys are my go-to. They're so good. Ron, what's up, man? Try to say hello. Atomac for Bike Week. I don't know, Gary, what's going on at Atomac? Maybe. Gary, do you guys have anything going on at Atomac? Anything we should be part of? Definitely let me know. And the other new product that we just launched, we've been pushing a lot of fitness stuff. These are the newest edition. They're kind of like almost like a basketball style short, just a very traditional gym short. You have your side pockets here, super lightweight, and then our brand new logo printed on the front. That's that kettlebell, that barbell logo, a new logo that Cass came up with, our designer. Those are up. Those are available at demonsbehindme.com as well. You can always just go to our new products page and you'll find all of our new items right there. So a lot of cool stuff, a lot of new stuff is up. You guys know us, we're a smaller company. Inventory is always limited, so if you see this stuff, definitely jump on it. I am going to dive in. We're going to read a story today. This is your first time watching. I'm Jim, one of the owners of Demons Behind Me. Typically, Chris is here. He's out sick today. Wish him well, speedy recovery. But we share a Demons Behind Me story, a story that somebody shared with us at demonsbehindme.com under the Share Your Story, Help Someone tab, under the Resources tab. This is their Demons Behind Me story. We share these stories because there's somebody going through something similar they may have, and they don't know how they're going to make it through. Or maybe they made it through, but not the way that they wanted to. So hearing how somebody else made it through a difficult situation is going to bring that individual hope. And what we find is, like, nobody's alone in anything that they've gone through. We're alone when we don't share stories, when we don't have those conversations, we don't have those discussions. The more we seek others that have had a similar experience, you're going to find there's a lot of people that have dealt with issues, such as the ones that we share, and they made it through effectively. And by hearing how somebody else has made it through, that's going to bring that individual hope. And that is exactly what our goal is by sharing these stories. That is really what our goal is at Demons Behind Me, really to spark up conversations, to have those difficult conversations that may be taboo or maybe have a negative stigma around them, but we have to talk about the difficult stuff. And we have to connect with other people. We have to support each other because nobody makes it through life alone. We are not meant to make it through life alone. We are meant to have relationships with other people. We are meant to have conversations with other people. And we know that. One way that we know that is no one person is the same, right? Each individual has their own set of skills, their strengths, the things that they're good at, the things that they're not good at. They're not good at everything, but there's somebody right next to them that is good at the things that this individual may not be as good at, and that's going to complement each other. That's how we know. That's the way that God created us. We each have our individual strengths and aspects, and when we come together as a community, that's really when we thrive. That's when we get to be the best versions of ourselves, and along with the people around us. So keep talking to people, keep asking questions, check out this new gear. I am going to dive into the story. I'm going to keep an eye on our comments and questions as well. Who we have? Brianne. Hey, Brianne from Arizona. Welcome. Good morning. Save hands. Yeah, we know. But if you have any questions, comments, hit us up in the comments section. But I'm going to dive in. This story is from Rob. So if we read your story, we're going to send you a $25 gift card to demonsbehindme.com just as a thank you for sending your story and having your story chosen. And if you want to read all the stories that we receive, we put on our blog. Same area, demonsbehindme.com, resources tab, and then you could go down to the blog and you can read hundreds of stories that have been shared there. So go through those, share it with other people. Sometimes we don't even realize who needs help, and maybe we just go ahead and we share this video, for instance. It's going to be available to share once we complete the live. You don't know who you're going to reach. You don't know who needs to hear this, who is seeking help. So we send them out there, and it will find the person that needs to, and it's going to bring that individual hope. So never a bad thing to do. Jared, what's up, man? We do have a lot of what we call fitness apparel. Literally just launched these gym shorts, but we have the Line gym shorts. A lot of different stuff. Even these jerseys have been awesome for the gym. I know a lot of people like to rock our jerseys. These are absolutely brand new, just dropped this week, prepping for St. Patrick's Day, or just a lucky jersey in general, a lucky tank top. But if you go to demonsbehindme.com, Jared, and you look at one of the banners right now flashing by, is going to link you right to all of our different fitness apparel. So definitely check it out. All right, so I'm going to dive in. This story is from Rob. I've never written this story down before, but here goes. About 13 years ago, mine and my family's world was turned upside down. I was on my way home from work when I got a phone call saying my daughter's mom and aunt had been killed, along with her grandma being seriously wounded. Ooh. My daughter's mom was also 7 months pregnant with her new half-sister. They were shot by her aunt's ex-boyfriend, who is mad she wouldn't take him back. A man who at one time we all liked, but pulled the wool over our eyes. At a holiday party, he called and asked her to come meet him at her house to get clothes for their son, my daughter's cousin. And when she didn't return, my daughter's mom and grandma went to check on her. And that's when it happened. My daughter and her other half-sister were put to bed by their mom. And when they woke up, I had to tell my daughter at 5 years old that her mom was gone. It will forever be the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Everything changed in the blink of an eye. I went from co-parenting to being an only parent, and it was not easy. Honestly, my troubles were nothing seeing what my daughter was going through. She's had a lot to overcome ever since then, with many ups and downs, counseling, and getting help. Being a girl dad, my heart still breaks for her, but I'm very proud of the young lady she's become. Discovering this company just seemed like the right fit for us, and honestly, we both love everything we've bought. I'm not much for sharing like this, but if I ever was, it seems right to do it here. Thank you so much, Rob, for sharing your story. I can't imagine going through something like that. I can't imagine having to break news like that to any of my children. It would be absolutely heartbreaking. This is tough, and there's a couple things that I pull from this story. There's a couple things that the reasons why I chose this story. Specifically, he mentioned that everybody liked the boyfriend that committed these terrible crimes. Everybody liked them, but we pulled the wool over our eyes. And I feel like there's so many times in life where we have intuition about someone, or we have intuition about maybe a specific event or an occurrence, but we don't always follow that intuition, and that is something that I'm hoping that people will begin to trust a little bit more, is when they have that intuition or they have a red flag, that they recognize it and explore it. So if you have an instinctive thought where maybe you're concerned about an individual, whatever the case may be, rather than burying that intuition, I think you should explore it further. There's so much And I think that they're finding now, and there's studies out there where they're finding that people's intuition is actually pretty spot on, and they're not quite sure why. Maybe a connection with the universe, whatever it may be. But people's intuition is important, and it's effective, and we can't just bury when we have those intuitive thoughts or ideas. So what do we do with it? You don't run to the police unless you know something terrible is going to happen. You don't run to the police. You don't call 911. But maybe have a conversation with somebody that can give you, some unbiased feedback of, you know what, you're right, or yeah, well, let's explore this, or maybe it feels this because of this. You can start to explore that and start to unpack that a little bit. Because then all of a sudden, if you have multiple people sharing the same concern, then maybe it's not just you, and maybe it's something that needs to be explored a little bit further. So they pulled the wool over their eyes. I'm not sure exactly what that meant, and I would never want Rob or anybody within the family to ever think that, oh, if you would have done this, you could have done that. No, that's not how this works. But it's a good opportunity to learn how important your instincts are, and how important your intuition is, and how important it is to follow it. They may have followed their intuition, they may have done things, and the results could still be the same. I'm not trying to say that the past can be changed or anything like that, clearly. But it's important to recognize our intuitive thoughts and our intuition, and it's not something that should ever be buried. I also commend you, Rob, for doing everything that you have to do for your daughter, getting her the help that she needs, the counseling that she needs, and just being there for her and loving her. That is all super, super important stuff. So again, thank you so much for sharing your demons behind the story and what that means. If there's anybody that is going through something similar, has gone through something similar, trust your gut. As looks like Greg has mentioned. What's up, Greg? Trust your gut, trust your instincts, your intuition, and seek help. If you don't know where to go, 988 is such a great resource. It is not just it's not just a suicide hotline. Obviously, it is also a suicide hotline, but it's for any type of mental health concern that you are having. 988 is such a great resource. Reach out, utilize the resources. That's what people are there for. They're there to help you. They're there to help you to unpack some of these things. And even if you have those gut intuitions, like, hey, I'm really worried about my sister or my ex or whatever it is, have those conversations with somebody. Explore that, dive into it. Don't just bury it. Whenever we bury anything, whether that be a feeling, an instinct, an idea, it has its way of coming out, and usually not in a healthy manner. So thank you again, Rob. Shot you a $25 gift card at demonsbehindme.com. If you have a story that you would like to share with us, go to demonsbehindme.com, resources tab at the top. Share your story. Help someone. We want to know about any hardship or obstacle or difficult time that you have overcome in your life. What was the issue? How did you get over it? How did you get through it? How did you make it through? We want to know that, because somebody else is going through something similar. They have no clue how they're going to make it through. But hearing how you made it through is going to bring that individual hope. That is exactly what we do at Demons Behind Me. That is it. We spark conversations. We connect people. Sometimes the connection is the most challenging things, or we connect around the most challenging, difficult things, but we're still connecting. We have to work together. We have to continue to have these conversations. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be honest with the people around us, because that will help someone. That's why we do what we do. New gear, showed off the fresh gear earlier. Brand new jerseys. These things are sick. Our jerseys are amazing in general. Now we put probably our most popular logo, the Clover logo. on these bad boys. We got it in black with the pinstripes. We have it in green with the pinstripes. These things are sick. They're available now. Limited quantities always. The micro perforated performance shirts. These just went live. We're embroidering these here in Jacksonville. Embroidered front, embroidered back. I'll get up a little bit closer so you can check it out. I mean, these things stretch. Look at that. Awesome. They're going to fit perfectly. They're micro perforated. Let's see if I can show that. Oh yeah, you see that? That's the micro perforation. Not going to shrink. Not going to show sweat. Not going to stain. Beautiful embroidery, as always. Available in navy, black, and then we also have a gray or a silver color as well. So these are available at demonsbehindme.com. And then, of course, some brand new gym shorts. Man, we've been launching new stuff like crazy. Check it all out. We do as much in-house as we can. We do as much right here in America as absolutely possible. A lot of cool stuff. So check it out. What questions do you guys have? What comments do you guys have? If you haven't let me know where you're from, let me know. Let's see. Hi, Kelly. Ride with a purpose. Very cool. What's up, Ride with a Purpose? Sean, what are we doing to combat the fake sites? We are doing everything that we possibly can to combat fake sites. Websites are a challenge to get removed. We report them, but that is up to the federal government to remove, and we all know that that takes a lot of time. As soon as we have fake pages pop up on Facebook, that's usually what leads you to the fake site. We have an automatic algorithm that is removing those now, but if we still see them, obviously we're reporting them. Facebook is moving a lot quicker than they have been to remove those pages, those sites. All you have to do is do your due diligence. If a sale is too good to be true, it is. If it leads you to a site other than demonsbehindme.com, you're not at our site, so you got to be aware of where the site is. And then you also need to look at the page that's sharing the ads, because they're just copying our ads. So it's me, it's whomever in our ads. But look at the page that is sharing it. And that page will not be Demons Behind Me Inspirational Clothing and Apparel. It'll be flannel sale or something where you need to be able to be like, oh yeah, this is not right. Do your due diligence. Do your homework. If you see a fake site, report it. And let us know. We'll report it as well. We'll get it taken down. Unfortunately, there's just so many criminals out there, typically overseas, that's all that they do. They steal stuff. They hack sites. Even if you go to the website that they drive you to, if you click through an ad, it looks like a Demons Behind Me site. But if you go and type in the web address, it's like a ladies' clothing brand. So they are so tricky in how they're tricking people, but the bottom line is it's not demonsbehindme.com, and the page that's sharing the ads is not Demons Behind Me Inspirational Clothing and Apparel. As long as you confirm those two things, you're not going to get scammed. If you did get scammed, you need to call your bank, you need to let them know that you did not authorize the charge to that website. Unfortunately, that is what we're at the mercy of. I wish there was more that we could do. Rachel, what's up? Thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Bon, we know you like the jerseys. They are awesome. When it's festival time, jerseys are all we wear. So good. Thanks, Cliff. Mark, Erie, PA. We just sent a bunch of gear to the Harley Davidson in Erie. Maybe you had something to do with that. If so, man, we really, really appreciate it. If you're in Erie, PA, we are now in the Erie Harley Davidson. They are probably getting their gear today-ish, if they haven't already. But a new Harley will be carrying Demons Behind Me products. Go and check them out. I'm going to guess you had something to do with that, Mark. I appreciate you, man. black on black. How are you going to read that, Cliff? Not a bad suggestion if it's embroidered, but I like it. All right, guys, I'll give you another minute or so. What other questions do you have, comments? Again, I'm Jim. I am one of the founders. Normally, Chris is with me. He is out today. He got what's been going around. And if you can't hear it in my voice, we've all been there. And it's going around rampant. Especially here in Florida, it seems like. Yeah, we are going to wrap it up. Rob, again, thank you so much for sharing your story. Guys, check out the new gear. If you're getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, get on it now. You have a little over a month. Obviously, it takes some time for stuff to get delivered. But we will be back next Friday sharing a Demons Behind Me story, a story somebody shared with us at demonsbehindme.com. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Hoping you guys have a great one. Yesterday is behind you guys. Move forward today.